Principles of the Vedas, humanity's oldest map of consciousness. Before religion had a name. Before philosophy was divided into schools. Before science attempted to measure reality, there existed a body of knowledge not written to control humanity, but to awaken it. That knowledge is the Vedas, not books, not beliefs, not mythology, but a direct exploration of existence itself. The Vedas are not important because they are ancient. They are important because they describe truths that remain unchanged, no matter the era, culture, or level of technology. They are not instructions on how to worship. They are revelations about how reality works and how consciousness experiences itself. To understand the Vedas is not to memorize verses. It is to understand the principles that govern life, mind, and existence. The first principle: truth is experienced, not believed. The Vedas never ask for belief. This is their most radical aspect. They do not say, accept this as truth. They say, see for yourself. In Sanskrit, this is called the natural order of existence. Truth is not created by opinion. Truth is not voted into existence. Truth is not written by authority. Truth is what remains when illusion dissolves. This is why the Vedas were not written by philosophers, but seen by seers, the rishis. They did not invent knowledge, they perceived it. Just as gravity existed before Newton, the laws of consciousness existed before words were formed. The Vedas do not worship gods. They describe forces. One of the biggest misunderstandings about the Vedas is that they promote God worship. In reality, the Vedic gods are symbolic representations of universal forces. Agni is not fire as an object. Agni is transformation. Indra is not a deity. Indra is power, action, and will. Varuna is not a god of water. Varuna represents cosmic order and moral law. These are not beings to pray to. They are principles operating within nature and within the human psyche. The Vedas are not religious. They are psychological, cosmic, and experiential. The core principle, consciousness, is fundamental. Modern science assumes matter came first and consciousness emerged later. The Vedas say the opposite. They state consciousness is primary, matter is secondary. Everything arises from awareness. The universe is not a machine. It is a living process. The human mind is not separate from the cosmos. It is a reflection of it. This is why the Vedas emphasize self-knowledge above all else. To know yourself is to know reality. Dharma, the law of alignment. Dharma is often misunderstood as duty or morality. In the Vedic sense, Dharma means the natural order of things. A river flowing downhill follows its Dharma. Fire rising upward follows its Dharma. A tree growing toward light follows its Dharma. For humans, Dharma is alignment between thought, action, truth. Suffering arises when we resist our own nature. The Vedas do not say, do good or be punished. They say, when you move against reality, pain follows naturally. Dharma is not moral. It is mechanical, karma, not punishment, but momentum. Karma is not fate. It is not divine judgment. Karma is momentum. Every thought creates a tendency. Every action creates a direction. Every habit shapes perception. You do not suffer because the universe is cruel. You suffer because unconscious actions carry consequences. The Vedas describe karma as cause and effect within consciousness. Change the action. The result changes. Change awareness. The cycle breaks. The Vedic view of the mind. The mind is not the self. This is one of the most important teachings. The Vedas divide the inner world into layers: the body, The senses, the mind, the intellect, the ego, the witness. Most people live trapped in the middle layers. They think they are their thoughts. They believe they are their emotions. They mistake reactions for identity. The Vedas say, you are the witness of all of this, and freedom begins the moment you realize that. The principle of Maya, the illusion of reality. Maya does not mean the world is fake. It means the world is misperceived. Just as a dream feels real while dreaming, life feels absolute while identified with it. Maya is the power that makes the temporary appear permanent. The relative appear absolute. The external appear essential. The purpose of the Vedas is not to escape Maya, but to see through it. When you see clearly, you are no longer trapped. The purpose of human life. The Vedas do not define success as wealth, fame, or pleasure. They define it as liberation from ignorance. Human life is considered rare because only humans can question existence. Only humans can seek truth consciously. Only humans can transcend instinct. The purpose of life is not survival. It is awakening, meditation in the Vedic. Since meditation is not relaxation, it is observation without interference. The Vedas teach that when the mind becomes still, reality reveals itself naturally. No belief is required. No ritual is necessary. Silence becomes the teacher. This is why the highest knowledge in the Vedas is never spoken. It is realized. Why the Vedas are still relevant. Today, modern civilization suffers from anxiety, identity confusion, endless desire, lack of meaning, not because it lacks information, but because it lacks inner clarity. The Vedas do not give solutions to problems. They dissolve the one who experiences the problem. This is why their relevance has not faded. Technology changes. Human psychology does not. The Vedas do not say, worship this, follow that, believe blindly. They say, you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are not the story you tell yourself. You are the awareness in which all of it appears. And once this is seen, fear loses its grip, death loses its terror, and life regains its depth. They do not tell you who to become. They show you what you already are. They do not offer comfort. They offer clarity. And clarity, once seen, cannot be forgotten. That is why the Vedas endure. Not because they are old, but because they are true.